In this episode, we're talking about how to handle smart locks with your rental arbitrage property.
Vacation Rental Machine helps hosts just like you learn how to start, grow, and scale your short-term rental business. This show is all about creating systems that help you automate your business, giving you more time and money freedom. If you're ready to start living the vacation rental life, then subscribe to this podcast today. Come and join us on our Facebook group, The Host Nation, where we'll be talking about starting, automating, and scaling a short-term rental business. Now, on to the show.
Connor asked in our Facebook group, The Host Nation, how do we handle smart locks in our rental arbitrage property? All right, welcome back, Host Nation. I am John Bell, and I'm here with my good friend, Julian Sage. And today we're talking about smart locks and how you can talk to the landlords or property owners about switching out your locks for smart locks or the alternatives that you have when they say you can't change them. All right, so Julian, dealing with smart locks yourself and seeing them all in the units that we have, which smart locks do we kind of use, and do we recommend, and do we always have to put in a keypad?
So currently, and this is of this video because these things are always changing. New technology is going to come in. Maybe there's going to be something better. But what we're currently using in our business are the August smart locks with the digital keypad. So people can access through the app and people can access through a little touchpad. The reason why we use August is because it's able to automate the process for us. That way, we're not having to go in and manually change out the codes or go into there. And it makes it easier when you are trying not to be involved in the automation process or in the code process. And if you actually want to see the ones that we're using in our business, we'll include a link in the description where you can find out our kit and actually order some of the same stuff that we use in our own business. Very helpful. A lot of people have taken a lot of benefit from that as well. So not every property, though, is going to be viable for being able to use a smart lock, which is why, we always stress the importance of, finding the right properties. If you're going to be prospecting and looking at different properties and maybe there's going to be some type of hindrance, these are all things that you can consider. There are workarounds and there are lots of other options such as, non-smart locks. You could use a dial pad. You could use, I think Connor even mentioned like a key box in the plant. There's lots of different options, but when you're trying to think of the ease of which a guest is going to be able to access the property, as well as the ease of your operations and how you're going to handle that. What if a guest loses a key? What if they are unable to operate the app? All of these different scenarios you have to consider. What if the smart lock dies? But another question that Connor asked was dealing with landlords and replacing locks. So John, do you replace the locks on all of your properties that you're currently managing? Is this something that you take responsibility for? Is this a landlord thing? How do you handle this type of situation?
The best answer I can give you is I automate all of the locks that I have. So I do that either by like the device you just talked about, the August lock with the keypad, or I just look at the back of the lock and I decide to automate the back of the lock with another August device. This was probably the original August device. It looks like a cylinder, and it just goes behind the deadbolt that's already there. So you're not changing the exterior of the door, but the back end of the door is now automated and you can control it with an app or via the internet. Or if you can put a keypad on the outside of the door. If the landlord is against that, however, you still have multiple other ways to get people in and out. I am key adverse. I don't like people having keys because when keys go missing, I immediately have to go out and get a locksmith to rekey the door, which costs. And maybe the guest is going to return the key. Maybe they're not. I just can't have somebody brand new staying in a place and not feel like they're secure inside of that unit. To avoid that, digital locks are the way to go.
Keys can be a hindrance, and that also, like John said, could pose a security. We don't know what guests could be potentially doing with the keys. Maybe they could even go out there and try to replicate the key and try to gain access to the property. If you have a lot of valuable stuff in there, there's a lot of different scenarios that you just want to be aware of and help prevent. If you can remove a key completely, that definitely does help. If you want to be able to actually see some of the different security devices and some of the different things that we talk about that you should be preparing your units for, we'll include a link somewhere on this video or down in the description box where we also have a blog post about this where we outline some of the different devices that we're using in our own business and that we recommend for you, different security measures, including things like Wi-Fi, some other different things that you definitely want to consider. So question of the day, are you still using keys or have you switched on over to smart locks? Leave your comments in the comment section down below. And until next time, Host Nation, keep on hosting.
Hey, Host Nation, would you like to work directly with Julian and I to help you start and scale your own short-term rental business? Go to shorttermsage.com/coaching to attend our step-by-step training and learn how we can work together. Looking forward to talking to you soon.
Hope you hosts found value in this episode. If you did, please go on over to iTunes and leave us a review, as that would greatly support the show. If you'd like to connect with John, the community, and I, then go on over to our Facebook group, The Host Nation. Talk to you hosts in the next episode. Keep on hosting.